Hi guys, my name's Krista. Welcome to the center. I just want to let you guys know before we start that I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really proud of you guys for coming in and giving me your time and your attention. And I want to let you know that this is a completely safe space. Whatever happens here is going to stay here unless I feel like one of you may be about to harm yourself or somebody else, and then I'm mandated to report that. But aside from that, this is a completely safe space, and everything that happens in here is going to stay in this room. And I'm also going to ask that we each try to give each other respect and listen to every single thing that every person has to say, because otherwise, if we're not listening to each other, it can just get a little messy. So I'm going to ask before we start that we all respect each other for the duration of this meeting. So first, to start, I just want to go around and get to know you guys a little better. So let's go around and just share your name and why you decided to come here today, or why you think you guys are here today.
So I'm John. We recently added Madeline to our family, and we're so excited to have her, but I sort of feel like our daughter's having some issues with the new addition, and we just want to make sure that this is a safe, loving space for everyone in it, and so we want to try to address anything that might be bothering her.
Okay.
I'm Cindy, and like John said, this is Madeline, and we just adopted her into our family. She's from Nigeria, and she is just a sweet, sweet blessing. It is becoming a great more of a difficult transition than we had hoped or necessarily planned on, and I think it's just really been affecting our child a lot, and yeah.
I'm Alice, and I'm 6 years old, and I'm in first grade. And what else did you want to know?
That's it. I'm just trying to kind of get an idea of what's been going on in your family. So Alice, are you excited to have a new sister?
Not really.
No?
No.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you're feeling about Madeline being in the family?
Well, ever since she came along, everything's been all about Madeline, all about the baby, all about when she needs to sleep and eat and poop and blah 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 blah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is you're feeling like Madeline's kind of taking the spotlight a little bit.
A lot.
A lot. Okay. Cindy, how do you feel about the transition that's going on right now and about what Alice is saying?
To be quite frank, it makes me feel really down. I mean, it was a really big financial burden on our family to go through the adoption, but due to some personal things, John and I decided adoption would be the best way to expand our family, and to have Alice not be receptive is just really difficult, and it was a really big stressor and burden to me.
So you're feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Okay. John, what about you?
Well, it's understandable. You're the only kid in the house all this time, and now there's this new baby, and they require so much energy, and I understand that you don't feel like you're getting as much attention as you did before, but this is your sister, and we want you to love her and feel like she's as much a part of the family as you are. We love you too. We love you both the same, and we want you to love her as your sister.
We're going to bring it back in a little bit. I want to talk about and try to find out exactly what's going on in the house that might be causing a little bit of tension and a little miscommunication. So, John, would you mind running me through just kind of anything that might have changed recently since Madeline joined the family in the family routine?
Well, the whole routine's different. I mean, she was completely self-sufficient, and now we're up all hours of the night, and I mean, you know, we did kind of have to stop taking her to her ballet class and her gymnastics class because we're both just so exhausted, staying up in the middle of the night and working, and you know, she's had a stay-at-home mom this whole time, but now she can't really come to her class and help out, and you know.
Alice, how do you feel about having to quit ballet and your other activities?
I just miss seeing my friends, and I miss just doing fun things like going to the playground and having picnics, just me and my parents. Because since the new baby came, we just don't have time for that stuff anymore.
Okay. Understandable. It sounds like you're feeling a little lonely. Okay. Cindy, it seems like you might be a little stressed and overwhelmed with the new baby and with everything that's going on. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, I mean, it is just really stressful trying to with the new baby, and just trying to be giving her the most culturally sensitive, exchange, and having her here. And I mean, it's heartbreaking to hear what Alice has to say as a mother, and I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out how to balance time between my girls and still find time for myself.
You're doing a great job, honey.
Thanks. I notice a lot of support. That's a great strength in this family that I'm noticing between you guys. Let's talk about external supports, though. Do you have any community supports or family that lives nearby that might be able to help you through this transition?
My mother is in the next county over.
Okay. Have you relied on her any during this transition?
After we had Alice, we had a little bit of a falling out, and it's just built up some tension that we haven't really resolved.
Well, that's something to look into maybe during a later session. But I want to also just try to seek out some community supports. Are you guys involved in any religious groups or any community organizations?
Beyond Alice's ballet group, we really weren't at the time because we were so consumed with the adoption process and finding the funds for it.
It sounds like it was a pretty long and enduring process.
It was.
They just expect so much from you.
Right.
All those trips back and forth and paperwork, and it's a never-ending battle, but it's worth it at the end. But it certainly did take it out of us.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to bring all of this to the table today. I think we got a lot of good information, and I think that based on what I'm seeing here, we can move forward. And I would like to discuss some goals for you guys just for this week, if that's okay. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of involvement, perhaps with Alice's ballet group. I was wondering if it might be possible to set up some kind of carpool or engage with the other families involved and see if she can go ahead and start back with that group. Do you guys think that would be okay?
Something we could do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. And then I'd also like to see if we could set up a time one night. I know you're very busy. One night during the week to just kind of have family time and just hang out with each other. Maybe make dinner or play a game or something.
Of course.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for giving your time and attention to me, and thank you for respecting each other, and I look forward to seeing you at our next session next